first, when they heard what's going on in Europe and in Asia, the first thing that came to their mind is, I need to hoard as much toilet paper as possible, and baby wipes, diapers, whatever. That is really not how you survive a crisis. This, it's not an essential item. As long as you have running water, you have a way to clean yourself. In case you run out, which I don't know how much toilet paper you use. I go a week with a roll, you know. Anyway, what do we do when we go to the store? There is no reason to empty every single shelf of paper goods and whatnot, stuff that means nothing, or like stuff to color your hair. I don't know. Those are not essential. What do we do? What do we do? We buy canned food, canned items, no food as prepared food, but if that's all that's left, yes, why not? I got some of this. I got hearts of palm, very nutritious. Make a salad, you will survive with that. Cannellini beans, they come in different ways. They come this way, and they come dry. Dry beans will last you years, you know, I mean, they will outrun your life. Think, people, you know, would you need this when you're starving, or this? Come on, wake up. Now we have, what else we have? I don't know. Artichokes in a can. Expires after you die, you know? Here, there you go. Oatmeal, a big thing of oatmeal here. A container, it comes in many varieties. This specific one, it's ready in 5 minutes. First thing in the morning, a nice cup of this, some dried fruit in it, cranberries, blueberries, dried whatever you have, apricots. You have one, or I also actually make it savory. I mix this with a little bit of a chicken broth, just like you would do like a risotto type of thing, and I add, if I have some leftover piece of chicken or meat in it, or some mushroom. I love it with mushroom, Parmigiano Reggiano, a little nut of butter in the middle, sprinkle of olive oil, salt and pepper. It's a meal, first thing in the morning, energy and whatnot. So, oatmeal is a great thing. You run out of bread? First of all, if you stock up on flour and yeast, and if you don't find yeast, you can make your own yeast with the flour and water. You know, you make your own bread. As long as you have electricity or gas or start a fire, you'll survive somehow. That's how pizza was. Remember that pizza was created during the wars. You know, people didn't have anything. They had jars of tomatoes somewhere, they had flours, and they would hit a stone and throw a little flat bread on it. And that's what pizza was. There was no cheese on it. There was no whatever, pineapple or something like the crazy stuff they put these days on pizza. It was the first pizza before margherita was even created. It was just flat bread with tomato, oregano, garlic, stuff that you have that lasts forever. But let's say you don't want to go to that extent. You stock up on this kind of bread. Italian toast, dry. There's tons of it in here. I don't know, depending on the size of your family. I'm alone in this case. I bought 3 of this. I should be okay. As long as, I also have fresh bread and frozen bread. I run out of that. This doesn't go bad very easy. And they are individually packed inside. So it's not like you gotta open the box. You know, it's like, I believe there are, like this way, there are 9 individual wrapped packages. There you go. So you open one at a time and you use it, 1-2 days, and that's done. So that's a good item. Another thing doesn't go bad easy is pretzel sticks. Look at this big ass can of pretzels. You know? First of all, it's got salt on the outside. It's pretty flavored. It's got a little toasty thing. If you have a little hummus, so you make your own, you can get some cannellini beans. You put it in a blender, little olive oil, salt and pepper, and you make your own hummus with Italian style. A little garlic if you got, and you take some of this, you dip it in there. There you go, nice snack. And it's, you know, maybe this is also a good time to start eating a little bit healthier instead of go out and eat burgers and stuff that you don't know where it came from, and etc. What else you got? We got pasta. You know, have you ever looked in the back of your cabinet or pantry and you find a penne that you bought 4 years ago? Can you eat that? Why not? As long as it has no bugs in it, and it, you know, I mean, pasta lasts a pretty long time. You run out of pasta, well, make your own. This is semolina. You got semolina, couple eggs, a little running water, put it together, cut it in whatever shape you want, and you got your homemade pasta. You don't have eggs? This and water will give you pasta anyway. Make a sauce, jars. In Italy, a lot of people are fortunate enough that they make their own, like I do, also in the summer, and they have cellars full of jars for the entire family for the whole year. Well, guess what? This is good time to dig in the sash, but for the ones that don't have that luxury, you can buy it. I buy it in glass. It lasts a lot longer and it tastes better, you know, because I believe, maybe it's me because I taste things in deep. I taste the tin, I taste the can, the metal of the can, I can taste it. So I buy it in a jar. This is an Italian strained passata. Little garlic, olive oil, you throw some of this in there, let it cook, grab some pasta, boil it, throw it together, you got a meal. You got some cheese, you want to make it fancy, you got a piece of chicken, meat, whatever. Remember, survival doesn't mean you cannot wipe your butt for the rest of your life. I mean, can I survive? Can I stay alive during a crisis? We have a lot of beautiful things. I got this specific confettura. It's a marmalade that I got in Sorrento in Italy. I got this in December. You know, this doesn't go bad. It doesn't go bad. And once you open it, you put it in the fridge, and you know, a little bit, we go back to our toasted Italian bread, a little bit of this. If you this is, for example, a mandarini, clementine flavor. No flavor. This is actual real clementine, strained and not really processed. We have other like American version. We have a blackberry. This is stuff which is preserved naturally with sugar. This doesn't go bad tomorrow morning. First of all, you get few of this, you open one, don't start opening 5 different flavors because we are spoiled, we want all the flavors in the world today, you know? So we got a few of those, open one, enjoy it. When it's almost over, open another one. And if the thing, sooner or later, it's gonna end somewhere, and hopefully soon, and sooner than later. So what? You're stocked up, you know? What are you gonna do with 3 million rolls of toilet paper? You know? I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. I don't need to fill the room with unnecessary stuff. So we got the jarred stuff. I love corn. Well, how are we gonna do this? Canned corn, upside down, canned corn. you know? Beautiful. Piece of meat, piece of chicken on the grill, a little bit of this, put it in a little pan on the barbecue, warm it up. I grew my own salad, my own herbs and stuff. That's another thing. Start planting. This is a good time to start planting. And it's spring. Perfect time. Plant your veggies, your tomatoes, your things. You can live forever. What else we got here? You know, not really a survival, part of a survival kit, but breadcrumbs, just to give you a little variety. Just because we are locked in a house doesn't mean that you gotta eat the same thing every day. Today I'll grill the chicken. Tomorrow I'll bread it and saute it or fry it, whatever you want to call it. A little salad on the side. There you go. Another meal right there. Go back to jars. What we got? Jars, jarred olive. Olives is another thing that lasts forever. Look at this. No artificial flavor, no cholesterol. Matter of fact, this specific one expires in 2023. You got a couple years with this, you know? What else we got? Oh, of course, you know, let's not forget, very essential, a big gas can of olive oil. In my case, I got 3 of those in the pantry. 3 of this because I don't use any other oil or butter or anything. This is the only thing I use in any food. Sometimes even if I get a little sunburn, like I did fishing the other day, when I come back, I put some olive oil on it and I don't peel. See, nice, and then you get nice soft skin, and you live. You know, I'm actually 80 years old. You can tell just because I used olive oil, right? Let's put this over here. What are we gonna drink? We don't need Coca-Cola. We don't need soda that actually it's not good for you. This is not the best time to get sick. This is not advisable. The hospitals are full, have their hands full caring for these coronavirus people. Hopefully we don't get it, first of all. And it's not a good time for 2 reasons. You don't want to go to the hospital to take a bed away from somebody that might be in danger of their life. And second, if you don't have it, it's a perfect place to get a disease is the hospital. When it's overcrowded and you have to wait for 3 hours to even get a bed or more, all night. Last time I had to be there all night to wait for the room. Fruit juice. This is a light, pure pear juice. No chemical, no salt added, no sugar added. A full cup is 35 calories, you know, so, you know, some people say like, if I'm locked in the house, all I do is eat and watch TV, I'm gonna get fat. Well, it depends. If you start eating potato chips and garbage, whatever, then yeah, that is a chance. What else? Crackers. There you go. About a nice box of crackers. This is 16 packs, individually packs, family style. I live alone. Family style is gonna last me for a while. Also because you open one packet, a little piece of cheese, a little, make your own little dip, you know, like cannellini bean dip, which with a little bit of olive oil, garlic, salt, and pepper, it's equivalent to a hummus, Italian style. Instead of chickpeas, cannellini beans, and these organic too. You know, the reason I got organic actually is because that's all they had. Because people are buying all the lower brands first, and they are not buying the good stuff. So they left the good stuff for me, which is good. I go for that. What else we got? We have Here, another major thing here, arbori rice, or any rice. Rice lasts a long time. Rice has saved the world many times. Some of the poorest country today still survive on rice dishes. That's why, you know, sometime here you go, I don't know, to a Cuban restaurant or to a South American, Ecuadorian restaurant, there is always rice with it, because they feed large family stocking with rice, you know, stocking with fresh chicken and salad greens. It's not going to save anybody's life. It's all going to go bad, and that's it. And, you know, of course, we have variety. You know, as I say, we got variety here. What else we got? You know, talking about crackers, you know, we had the pretzels. What was the other one? Oh, we had those. We had those, right? We have those. This is all stuff, you know, it's gonna last you a long time. So you wanna go fancy? Why not? We got the Italian taralli. This is another thing. You know, people are like, oh, I went to Italy, I had this wonderful taralli, you know, it's like, it's a specialty. It's not a specialty. This is wartime food. This stuff, it was all created during wars. People survive on, this is nothing else than dried bread. It's baked dough, the same dough that you make a bread. It's baked, it's very hard. It's flavored with a coating of saline water. In some cases they have seeds in it, like wild fennel, you know, if you can find it. I love it. Sometime in the evening, I don't feel like cooking at all. I get a little plate of different cheeses and some of this, and I'm good. I'm good. A little nice movie, Netflix or so. Hopefully some of these people are going to see this and endorse me a little bit. What else we got here? Here, in terms of cleaning, you know, yes, this is good in the can over there. Limit, you know. You don't have to start going. I haven't seen it, but I have heard, let's say. Well, I used to live with a couple of women, so anyway, I've seen like the, you know, rewind. You don't need that much, all right? So conserve, time to conserve. You can find it, do whatever you got, live with it. In terms of cleaning up, a few tubs of this, you know, disinfecting wipes. And I have the fortune that I can go to a wholesaler, so I buy them, you know, a package. But for example, Target is a 3-pack of this with 3 different flavors: lemon, mint, and whatever. Look, it says here, kills staph E. coli, kills cold and flu viruses. You know, it kills cold and flu viruses. I mean, we don't know if it's going to kill the coronavirus, but I'm pretty much sure that kills 99.9, unless corona is the 0.1. That should be pretty effective in maintaining the house clean. By the way, another comment I had just a short ago. Yes, la signora Teresa in Germania dice troverò tutto. Of course, just you're diligent. No, non comprare a testa di cazzo. Vai al posto giusto, trovi la cosa, ne compri quanto ti basta. You know, you don't want to take it away from other people. Just do, you know, how much am I going to need? Do I need 50 of these, or is 3 enough? So get 3. leave the rest for the other people. You know, don't be selfish. This is not time to be selfish. Do your numbers, all right? Because also, a lot of this stuff, just for you to know, this, water, places like Costco are not accepting returns. So, if you got 6 carts worth of toilet paper, it's yours. It's all yours. Unless you open an Amazon website, it's yours for life. So, not returnable. So buy what you need and leave the rest for everybody. What else can we stock up? Well, a little candies maybe. A little, let's see. Here, a nice box of Rocher. When you feel down, a little bit anxiety, you know, things are like, am I ever gonna make a life out of this? Well, you know what? Put yourself a glass of wine, have a couple of this, and watch a nice movie, maybe Toto, you know, a nice movie or Toto. We can see it from here, but I have the statue of Toto behind me on the other side. Un bel film di Totò, ti passano tutte le ansietà, le cose, ti fai 2 risate, mezzo bicchiere di vino e stai a posto. So, jars, packaged goods, dried goods, you know, beans, remember they come in a this is a good one in a little container here. They also come in a can or dried. You see, with this one right here, I'll make this one. I'll make probably 20 of this because you're gonna have to soak it, and you know they'll get more. You know, as they cook, it will expand. So that oatmeal, canned artichokes, peas, corn. You name it, hearts of palm, jarred olives, you know, don't forget your meds. If you are on I'm not talking about Viagra, you know, you could, you know, you might need some, but you're locked in a house with your sweetie, last thing you need is Viagra, because the next crisis is going to shortage of a pregnancy test, you know, we got to worry about that. But your essentials, you know, the pills that you need to take to stay alive, because that's just as important as not getting the virus, is take your meds, pressure meds, whatever they might be, because if you stay healthy, you have less chance to die from it, you know. It's called prevention, and that's what we're doing in America right now, preventing so that things don't get as bad as Asia and Europe. Another essential thing. Now, of course, we're gonna have the critics all over, but in my case, medical cannabis. Now, why am I saying this? This is from a doctor, okay? Medical cannabis prescribed. Why do I find this an essential thing for me? Because although it doesn't really cure anything, but it helps with anxiety, panic attacks, pain and, you know, like worried, oh my God, I live alone, what am I gonna do? And I'm not talking about the potheads go with big Bob Marley cigar style thing. I'm talking about, you know, just like a little bit. It's medical, so it's clean. It's not bought on the street where they spray with chemical and other garbage. For me, it works. Much better than opioids, pills, which a lot of people were never educated in. When taking a Xanax or Percocet or whatever, those come from opium. That's why they're called opioids. Opium is the same plant that produces the material to make heroin. It's all the same family. So it's just in a pill form. It's like instead of injecting heroin, you take a pill. It's the same thing. Highly addictive. Millions of people, worse than the virus, millions of people die from opium overdose every day. You know, now with fentanyl, it's the same thing. It's just a opioid multiplied by 10. So that stuff kills people. This does not. This just helps you stay calm. Matter of fact, if you had a couple hits of cannabis, last thing you want to do is go around and go bother people. You watch some nice comedy, that's it. And you get a little bit of, little snack, little thing, get happy. Talking about getting your little munchies, another essential item, guys, ricordatevi, ci sono le cose che sono molto importanti nella vita. A nice big ass jar of Nutella. Nutella is going to save everybody's life, because again we go back to our toasty here. You get one of these, you get some of these on it. This one, by the way, is a 5 kilo. All right, I got 3 of those in the house because I use them for work, though. It's not going to be for me the whole thing. I cook. As you know, I'm a caterer, a personal chef, so I make cakes with this and tarts and whatnot. But it's there. It's nice to know that it's there. Lots of books. Reading keeps your mind off. Sometimes I grab a book, I'm like, oh man, it's only 11 a.m. I grab a book and I'm reading. I'm like, well, I don't have to go anywhere. Let me read another little bit. All of a sudden it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I finished the book. And reading, you see, when you watch a movie, you get distracted. The cat goes in front of you, the guy's got to go to the bathroom, something, whatever. The book, you got to go to the bathroom, you put it down. It's like you pause it. You go to the bathroom, you come back, you pick up from the same line, or you go back a little bit, and you understand the story a lot better reading it than watching it. Because you remember the lines. No commercials, no distraction whatsoever. You and the book. Now, let's say you run out of book. Well, this is a good time to write a book. Write your life story. Who doesn't have interesting story that happened in their life? I can write an what is it called? Encyclopedia. Yeah, a series of books. I've been through child abuse. I've been through major earthquakes in Italy, hurricanes, pandemic, coronavirus, and drug addiction, whatever, you name it. I've seen everything. I slept on the street at a certain point in my life because I was too proud to let anybody know that I needed help. I've done it all. Well, put it down on a book. Express yourself. You feel so much better. After you write, I find that when I write these little stories, after all, I don't even read it. I just put it in a drawer. But I feel like I lift something off my shoulder, it's falling out of my head. Now it's on paper. I don't have to remember it because it's in the freaking notebook. You don't have a book? Write one. Cook. it's like, oh, I'm by myself, why bother cooking? Well, make a nice big pot of bolognese, which you can find at Ask Chef Tony. And under Ask Chef Tony Bolognese sauce, you make the recipe, you make a big pot. Then you get containers, you can buy, these containers that you get when you buy like a soup from a restaurant or to go from the supermarket sometime, macaroni and cheese come in those things. Save those little plastic containers, they have a lid. Those are food grade, so it's not like, you're getting whatever. And so you make a pot extra, then you make few of those. You portion, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3 people in the family. You put enough in one container to last, to cook a meal for the number of people of the family. And you freeze them. So like right now, I made bolognese the other night. It was by myself. So I had my fettuccine bolognese. And the rest I made all containers, like let's say this size, whatever. I have containers. I just don't want to get up right now and interrupt, but a quart container, food grade plastic with a lid. You fill those in with the amount of the family, freeze it. Another night, what are we gonna have? Let's say pasta bolognese. Well, the pasta, it's somewhere. Oh, it's here. The pasta, it's there. It takes 5 minutes to cook. As that boils, you get in advance. You'll get the frozen meat sauce or meatball or tomato sauce or whatever sauce out of the freezer. You let it out a little bit. You put it in the mic a little bit on defrost. Cook the pasta, mix it, and you have a wonderful meal without having to do this whole production all over again. So those are very good survival thing. Let's not forget water. Water is very important. I always buy a lot of water anyway, because in Florida you cannot drink tap water. It comes out like urine yellow sometimes, it's really not a good thing. So I always have stock, but instead of buying a million of little bottles like this, I bought those big 5-gallon, what is it, a 2.5 gallon, I believe, jug with a little spigot, because I also have a cat and a bird. I give them also bottled water, because I think that their life is just as important as mine. I'm not gonna give the cat who knows what's in their water, because I gotta survive on my own. I won't. If my cat dies, I'm going with her. I'm not good with that. So that's it. And by the way, another good match is actually this: salted pretzels and Nutella. Salted pretzels and Nutella. And also, sometime if you do have, of course, survival, that would not be there, but sliced banana, salted pretzels and Nutella. Best dessert, snack, whatever, breakfast, middle of the night, midnight snack, whatever, It's even good on a Valentine's Day date. I feed you the Nutella, you feed me the Nutella banana thing, and everybody's happy, Well, I hope we covered everything. Send me a picture. Mandatemi una foto di quello che avete nel cabinet, nella cucina. Send me a picture of what you have, and I'll make a dish out of it. What you have in your fridge, what you have in your pantry, and I'll give you free advice what to do with it. Parola di Ask Chef Tony. Ask Chef Tony. Well, that wraps it up. Thank you to all. Remember to subscribe to Ask Chef Tony. Ciao mondo. Ciao.